Hi, I'm Melanie Kate, and here today I'm going to share my 30-week bump update with you. I can't believe that I've got 7 weeks-ish left to go, albeit twins, there's only 30% chance the twins will come at 37 weeks. Most come before then. So we're all systems go to like on the final countdown to having these twins, which is super exciting for me. Obviously if you followed my journey you will know that it has been a hellish journey for me, not the best, and they've completely put me off pregnancy. So yeah, so this is my bump update for 30 weeks for twins. I am carrying boy-girl twins for, so it's 6 weeks and 5 or 4 days for me when I'm filming this, but it will be 6 weeks tomorrow for you, till I'm 37 weeks, but I don't know fully when they're coming yet, though I have committed to a date to be induced. So first up, I'm 30 weeks pregnant, obviously. I've just said that about 100 times. Well done, Mel. I am in the final countdown, and honestly this last week I started hypnobirthing, and I'm doing it with the Wise Hippo. I've only done 1 session, but my god, if you are pregnant, try hypnobirthing because it changed me. I don't know if it just made me hit reality that I'm in the final little bit of it all, and my happiness is coming. You know, we're all going to be super happy in around 7 weeks time, or if it did something to me. It is the most bizarre thing ever, and realistically you have to want it and believe it to make it work, and that is kind of my thing anyway, because I like meditate and I believe in crystals, stuff like that. So you have to believe in it for it to work. We had 1 session and we've got 3 more to go. You get 4 sessions and then you get homework. I need to do my homework today actually, and you have to practice every day, and I can see it working. So it changes the negatives in pregnancy into positives, into labour and delivery into positives. And we had 2 readings read to us where we closed our eyes and we went into like imagining we're in that story, and that's where you're hypnotised as such. And honestly, in the bizarrest way, it made me feel completely different from before to afterwards. So first of all I had to think of 5 words. I could only think of 3 because thinking of words on the top of your head, like on the spot, of what labour you feel about labour and what you think labour's going to be, it's just not really there. But I said painful. I'm anxious because I don't do well in hospitals. I'm phobic, like I've got hospital phobia, and I am also super excited. So we need to change the painful and the anxiety, like the anxious bit, into some positivity. Obviously you can't get rid of the pain, full stop, but it's moving away from them and bringing more happiness into it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to more sessions. In the second reading we had, it was about going to the sea. She was on holiday and they were on holiday and they were going to the sea, and as we were walking down the steps to the sea, my baby girl kicked me really hard up high in my stomach, and I was like, okay, so I needed to, I was still like shut eyes, but I put my hand on my stomach, and as the lady started to read about the sea going in and out, my breathing went in control and in the same time as the sea. It was really bizarre, but it made me feel so good about it. And afterwards I laid in a cool bath and I cried, and that was either me hitting reality that in 7 weeks-ish time my babies are going to be here, and the happiness I went for the doctors, that when the doctor told me in 2019 is finally happening, or this just did something crazy for me and it's making me think more positively about labour. Not that I'm super anxious or like scared about labour, I'm looking forward to it. I just, obviously I've never given labour before, and it's going to be completely different because it's 2 rather than 1 child. So anyway, that's that, because I've rambled on for like 3 minutes on that. But honestly, go do hypnobirthing if you are pregnant, because it will really help you. Though you have to believe in it and you have to want it. And also, like, my sister's my potential second birth partner, and I said to her yesterday, oh right, can you please just listen to this reading, you need to close your eyes and listen to the reading, and she wouldn't do it, and she's like laughing a bit about it, and that's like, I'm like, well no, you can't come then, like you need to believe in it, and you need positivity around you, and not like, she didn't believe in it, she thought it was a load of rubbish. So I need to get rid of the negatives and the people and the stories, and just focus on me, and the fact that my happiness is finally around the corner. Not that I'm not happy now, like this, but this pregnancy has been awful. So at 29 weeks, yeah, it sounds about 29 weeks, yeah, it was 1st of August I think it was, anyway, that maybe I wasn't then, maybe I was about 28 weeks, and I went to the hospital with my mum, and we went in and we discussed my birth plan with my twin specialist midwife, because both baby boy and baby girl are head down. I have been booked in for induction. However, on the day that I've been given, or I asked for, I need to ring and say, is there a bed available for me? If there isn't, we'll go back a day, and it'll be like that. But they can only do it between 37 and 38 weeks, I believe, because twins need to come that week. So that's exciting, that I've got a date, and also because they are, she basically went through what I want out of it and how I feel, etc., and that's when hypnobirthing was suggested to me as well. But she said to me that she said to me, right, so what do you want? And I said, well, I just want to do it on gas and air, really. I don't want like no epidural or anything like that, because I'm not very good with drugs. Like, they just make me feel funny and worse for longer, and really I want to be able to push these babies out rather than a C-section, because the healing process afterwards is so much more intense for me and longer, so it would just be better all round if I just push them out. So she said, yeah, that's fine, you can just do it on gas and air. She said obviously you're going to be induced, which is fine, and then she said, do you want a water birth? Now for me, for twins, I thought you couldn't have a water birth, but she said if there's a bath available on the day, or a pool available on the day, then yes, you can for him, but not for her. She's going to be more tense to get out, because they need to keep an eye on her, because she can flip any way possible to then be hard to get out, and then I'd have to have a C-section for her, or she would come out like leg first or whatnot. So that's that one, and that's really exciting. The only thing that I'm really not looking forward to is if the induction takes longer, it can take up to 4 days before they scrap it and then do a C-section, that if them whole 4 days or them 4 nights I have to stay in hospital, but I have to stay in on my own, and that's just what's giving me the anxiety, is staying in hospital on my own. But in like we discussed, like I've packed more now for me. I've obviously packed a swim costume, for a bikini for the bath, the pool, but I've also packed like colouring in, I've got my Kindle, I've got chargers, I've got you name it ready to do. She said you can have as many hot baths as you want. I believe I'm going to be in a room on my own, because it's twins, it's more intense, and like they need to keep an eye on you a bit more. So yeah, them 4 nights are going to be a little bit tricky for me, but we're going to distract myself with positive and distractions. so like colouring in and whatnot. And also she said you can go out and have a walk around the grounds, but you can't leave the hospital, so I'll have to just keep walking and whatnot. And week 36 I'm going to just be going on walks and trying to push these babies out, so it's an easy ride for me. So that's that. I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video, but I've now got carpal tunnel syndrome, and that is where there's like an elastic band in your wrists. I've got it in both hands, and they cause pins and needles in your fingers. So the tops of my fingers right now are completely numb. They've got pins and needles in them. It does come and go. I wake up like it. It is getting worse, but she said it should go. Touch wood, it goes when the twins are born. It's just a pain in the backside. I have got some wristbands over there that kind of help, but it's too hot to wear them all the time, and shouldn't wear them all the time obviously because it's they're quite tight. So that's that. It's just annoying, especially I've been up 2 hours and they're still numb at the top because I need to finish knitting one comforter and I just can't physically do it. My mum had to start knit the blanket bit of it. I just need to do the head part, like the arms and the ears. I just physically can't knit more than like a row because it just hurts. So that's that, and that's a pain in the backside. I'm still being sick. The cots have arrived and so has the dresser. We brought a different dresser, but they've arrived this week, and the mattresses, etc. I just need to buy some panda fabric to make like a pillowcase. Not that I'm putting a pillow in it obviously, but for their heads to go on. But we haven't put them up because we're in the 3rd heat wave of the year in the UK and it is boiling hot. Hence why I should have turned that off, but you probably can hear the fan in the background. I've just realised that it's still on, so I hope that's not mumbled up all this video. Yes, I had my baby shower last weekend and that was lovely. Again, I got a bit anxious about that because I don't like being centre of attention, but it was a lovely afternoon spent with the best people around me, and honestly it was just beautiful. A beautiful afternoon, really. Lovely summer shining. We were outside, we had cake and we had light bakewell tart and we had ice cream, there was scones. It was just nice. That's about it really. I'm still being sick every day. I'm still eating plainish food. I still am off meat pretty much all the, like, I don't really like meat at all. That's it. This week, hopefully when the weather cools down a bit, we're going to move this room round, so the bed in the corner more, and put their dresser up and whatnot, and their one cot is going to go up because I need to be ready, which I am pretty much ready. That's the last thing. I just feel that if I put their dresser together and put all their clothes and everything in the dresser, I'll know exactly what we need to buy still and what we don't need, and that's just going to help drastically. So yeah, let me show you my bump because it isn't much more to report to you other than same old sickness, pins and needles, feeling heavy and fat, like big. Also, I haven't got any stretch marks yet. I've been using bio oil every day and that really helps. And my innie belly button is pretty much non-existent. I've got no belly button now. I've just got like a line where it's like popping out, but it will go back. I've got 7 weeks to go. But yeah, let me show you my bump. And then I better edit this because I'm going back to my flat because we are meant to be exchanging and completing by the end of this month. I doubt it will happen, but we'll just wait and see. But let me show you my bump and then I'll see you later. Bye.